revising it again, a fast Jhatpat recap on what we have done so far. This important sheet on formulas and concepts I've already made you write, if you remember, right, children? If not,
it's there in the summary of the chapter as well.
Yes, yes, perfect, perfect. If still you want to take a screenshot, wonderful, go ahead with it. I'm moving ahead with it. It is there, but it is not given in this form, not given in a picture form. Okay with it? Anybody needs to take a screenshot, do it. I'm moving ahead. Starting with surface area of a cube. As you know, the lateral surface area is this 4a square. Total surface area is all the 6 faces. So, good morning, dear Siddharth. Good morning. So it is 6a square. Volume is a cube. Fine with that? Moving further, talking about curved surface area when we are talking about a cuboid now. We are talking about cuboid now, surface area of a cuboid without the top, that is room without the ceiling. In that case, twice of BH plus HL added to L into B. Remember, you need not memorize, but it's up to you. You can directly do the main formula without the ceiling. You can use it. Surface area of the cuboid without the top and the bottom. You can use the formula. You need not use if you know the actual one. So it is twice of BH plus HL. Anything, it's up to you. I'm fine with it. You can use anything. So, and total surface area of the cuboid is again 6 rectangular faces. That's twice of LB plus BH plus HL. Just be careful. If they say there is no ceiling, then you should know that you need to cancel off one of BH. If they are saying you don't have both of it, then you have to cancel off both of BH. That's it. A bit of logic has to be applied. Don't be nervous with anything.
LB, right? Because ceiling is
breadth. LB, sorry, LB. Well, length into breadth. And the floor also length into breadth. Okay, now moving ahead to volume of a cuboid, length, breadth, height, we know. Volume of a cube, a cube, and here we start. We're starting on with the very first question. Are you all ready with it? So here we go. Find the lateral surface area and total surface area of a cuboid of length 80 centimeter, breadth 40 centimeter, and height 20 centimeter. Start working. This is hardly a 1 minute sum, hardly. So length 80, breadth 40, h 20, all in centimeters.
It's 80 centimeter, 40 centimeter, 20 centimeter, right?
Yes,
Not
yes, all in centimeters. 80, 40, 20. There are two questions here. One is the lateral surface area and another one is the total surface area. So surely it will not be in the same question for your MCQ.
Yeah, ma'am, done.
Done. Hold a minute and the others also wind it up faster.
Done, ma'am.
Done. What's the answer you people have got?
Ma'am, lateral surface
Sir,
area is 11,200 centimeters
Yeah.
square.
11200 centimeters square and the lateral surface area is 4800 centimeters square. Okay with that? Others, please wind up fast. Shushant sir, are you there? Shushant sir, can anybody see Shushant sir? Are you there so that I can make you the co-host? I don't see him around. Shall I go to the next slide? Children, moving on to the next slide. Yeah. It might seem a bit hazy to you because this is not proper. So fine, I'll read it out. Listen to me. Are you there with me?
We can see, ma'am.
You can see it, okay. The length, breadth, and height of a room are 5 meter, 4 meter, 3 meter. Find the cost of whitewashing the walls. Walls, understand what has to be done. And the ceiling, okay, at the rate of rupees 7.50 meters square. Start. Length, breadth, height 543. Whitewashing walls and the ceiling. Even not mentioned, you should understand. Flooring, you never whitewash. So you should understand what has to be done.
Done, ma'am.
Wait a minute, please. Let's give the others some bit of time. Okay, moving ahead. What is the total area to be whitewashed? How much did you get?
74 meters square.
Wonderful. So
74
this
meters
is
square.
wonderful. 74 meters square multiplied by 7.50. What is the answer?
Is rupees
555.
5,550.
555.
555, right?
Right.
The rupees. Chalo, wind it up. So these sums you are able to do it fast, right? So that means these sums will give you time in hand. Yesterday also in the webinar you heard that it is all a matter of a game of time, nothing else. Moving ahead, now we are moving on to cylinders. Total surface area of the cylinder is nothing but the curved surface area plus the two flat surfaces. So in that case, either you take it as 2 pi r square plus 2 pi rh or take 2 pi r common. It's up to you, your convenience. 2 pi r plus h, and thus you get the total surface area of a cylinder. Moving further, volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. Okay. Now, when we are talking, they are telling there is a certain thickness to the cylinder. So, volume of the hollow cylinder in that case, volume of the hollow cylinder means the volume of the actually the material around. Okay. So, it is pi capital R square minus small r square into h, where you know what are capital R, that is the external radius, and small r is the internal radius. Fine. Moving ahead, start with this question, please. A cuboidal vessel is 10 meter long, 8 meter wide. How high? High means you have to calculate, you should understand what. Must it be made to hold 380 cubic meters of liquid? Come on. Cubic meters means volume.
Isn't the length the height?
A cuboidal vessel is 10 meter long and 8 meters wide. Then what is it? Just a minute. Just a minute.
Ma'am, can you
Ha!
repeat?
1 minute, 1 minute. I'm repeating. 1 minute. Hold on. A cuboidal vessel is 10 meter long. Long means if you see this is a cuboidal vessel right in front of your glass. From top to bottom, the height of the vessel is 10 meters. Okay. And 8 meters wide. So you can understand the diameter is 8 meters. Okay. How high must it be made to hold 380 cubic meters of liquid? They have not told you that the liquid is completely filled in. Liquid might be till only this level. Liquid might be till only this level. So here the volume of liquid is 380. So this you have to find. This H you need to calculate.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, you said 380 volume? 380
Yeah,
cubic
380.
meters.
Yes, cubic meters means volume.
Yes,
Volume of the liquid, there it is. Understood? Not volume of the cuboidal vessel. Understand?
Ma'am, but it says like the water should be at the top. It can't be at the half.
No, no, no,
below.
no, 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 no,
This
no.
is how high. So
Ah,
it will be the whole.
no, they did not mention that. They did not tell you that it is completely filled up. Look into this.
Ma'am, but it says how high. Oh,
How high? Height of the vessel.
So like just as it becomes full, we should.
Ah, no,
Okay.
they are not asking you for full at all. They have told you that the amount of water in it is 380. What should be the
Oh,
height? Check it out.
But
okay.
isn't the length and the height the same?
It is same if it is completely filled up.
Oh, okay.
Understood? Here it is
Yeah.
not completely filled up. They have not told you. They have told, bhai, I have given you 380 meter cube of water. Over. Now the length of the vessel, higher breadth of the vessel is given to you. Now fine, it is a cuboidal vessel. Mark it.
They're asking how high must
Oh,
be
it's
made to hold
cuboidal.
380 meters.
No. What level of water will be there in the glass? Cuboidal glass. Read the question, children, again and again. Please read the question. A cuboidal vessel. So this is cylinder. This is, I tried to make it a cuboidal, but actually it is a bit cylindrical. It is unequal. A cuboidal vessel. Imagine it's a cube. It's 8 meter long and 10 meters long and 8 meters wide. So length is given, breadth is given. How high? That means it is the height of the liquid that is filled in. That's it. Very clear. Very, very clear. Length, breadth, height is given to you as 380, in which length is 10, breadth is 8. Find out the height. As if
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but is it 5.9 meters?
it is 4.75 meters.
Yeah, when I got
And why would we use the volume of the cuboid?
When it is the amount of volume, amount of liquid, amount of air given. What will you
Yeah, but
do?
it's in a cylinder, right?
No,
Oh, it's a
that is
cuboidal
that is why I have look here. That's why I'm continuously telling you. It's a cuboidal vessel. I tried to make something look like a cuboid. Otherwise, how will you get a cuboidal vessel anyhow? Okay. So it's a cuboidal vessel. Length given, width given, height you have to find. Basically, volume given. And they have not told you it is filled into the full top or whatever it is. They have not told you anything about that. It might be, it might not be. We need not think of that. Shall I proceed to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
It is required to make a closed cylindrical tank. Understand? Mark the words. Closed cylindrical now. Tank of height 1 meter. Base radius 140 centimeter. There goes, okay?
Ma'am,
140.
it's diameter.
Diameter 140 centimeter. Understand where I'm stressing on, okay? From the metal sheet, how many square meters of sheet are required for the same? So square meters of sheet means what do you have to calculate? It's a closed cylindrical tank. And the value of pi has been told to be taken as 3.14. If you don't take it as 3.14, if it is a subjective question, you might get a 0. But if it is a
Surface area, right?
total surface area,
Total.
because it's closed.
Total surface area, right?
Yes, because it's closed. It is closed at the top and the bottom. So basically TSA you have to find. Find the TSA. What is TSA for a cylindrical tank? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R square. You can take 2 pi R common. So proceeding on, height of the cylinder 1 meter, base radius is 140 upon 2, that is 70 centimeter. Converting it to meter, 0.7 meters. Area of the sheet required will be the TSA, as I said, is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R square.
7.48.
Wonderful, 7.48 meters square. That's it.
Ma'am, that's after taking approximate. Actually, 7.74732 centimeters square.
If you will check, this is an MCQ. If it is given till 4 places of decimals, fine with it. Whatever is the answer, you have to approximate your answer as per that, because it's an MCQ. Okay. If the answer is
Okay,
given
ma'am.
till the 4th place, then mark that one. If it is given 7.48, surely that means they're indicating that you have to approximate it, sum it out.
Okay.
Hmm? Others, I'm moving on to the next slide. Yes.
Ma'am, can you wait for 1 minute?
Have you taken a click fast? First do that
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then keep working them. Moving ahead.
Ma'am, I'm finished clicking.
Fine. Find the ratio. Now be careful. We are working on ratio sums. Find the ratio between the TSA, total surface area of a cylinder, to its curved surface area. So basically what we have to find is TSA divided by what?
Surface area.
Curved surface area. Over. If you understand the catch, you're done. Given that height is 7.5 and radius is 3.5. Go ahead. Please do not find the complete answer of TSA and CSA because two pi's get cancelled off in the numerator and denominator. Just mute yourself. Just substitute everything there and see various things will get cancelled off.
Ma'am, over here, should we take pi as 22/7 or 3?
Don't take anything. That's what I was saying. Pi's get cancelled off. It's a ratio, na? The calculation becomes very easy. R is same for both, right? Because it's the same cylinder we are talking about. So pi's and r's get cancelled off from the numerator and the denominator. You are just left with a fraction. That's the ratio. Put in the formula, substitute the values and check. If you can see, here is the solution right in front of you. TSA is 2 pi r plus h. CSA is 2 pi r h. So as you see, 2 pi r from the numerator and the denominator gets cancelled off. So you're left with h plus r divided by h. Plus, now putting in the value. So h is 7.5, r is 3.5 divided by that. So finally you get the answer as 22/15. 22/15, that is 22:15. Do not calculate anything. Ratio sums are very easy. Don't get taxed or nervous. This is a method of doing. Put down the formula, put in what all the values are given to you. Don't calculate anything. See how nicely things get cancelled off from the numerator and the denominator. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Others, are you ready? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. The inner diameter of a circular well, so you know what we are talking about, of a circular well is 3.5 meters. It is 10 meters deep. Find the inner curved surface area. Come on, first give me the CSA. Chalo, do it first. Again, there are two questions in MCQs. It is not possible. Either of it you'll get. One you'll get. Give me the CSA first.
Ma'am, the inner
220
curved
meters square.
surface area is
220
tell me.
meters square.
110 meters
110
square.
meters
So,
square.
yeah,
It's
sorry.
110, ma'am.
Don't do, because whatever you are saying, no, that wrong answer will also be there. And then that will confuse you. And children, don't forget to submit your answers. You were there in the webinar yesterday, right? So don't forget to submit your answers. Otherwise, everything will be as if you have not done. Now mute yourself. Finally, the cost is 440.
4,400.
Perfect. Rupees. Shall I proceed to the next one? Okay. Again, a radius sum, ratio sum. Be careful, but it's very easy. The radius of two cylinders, the radii, okay, of two cylinders, that means they're different cylinders, are in the ratio of 2:3. Done? So if R1 for one cylinder is 2x, R2 is 3x. You have done ratio sums. Same way, their heights are in the ratio of 5:3. So H1 is 5y, H2 is 3y. Please do not take same variables. If you are taking variable for radii as x, see that the variable that you take for height is y or z or anything else. You should not take the same variable x here also, x here also. Otherwise, the whole sum goes wrong. Everything gets cancelled off and you're very happy. Okay, so be careful. So if you're taking radii as 2a, 3a, then your heights will be 5b, 3b. The question is calculate the radius ratio of their volumes. First, give me this. Again, two sums I've punched into one. Calculate the ratio of their volumes first. First, give me that. So basically, you have to find V1 is to V2.
Ma'am, is it 10 by 9?
Have you done without? It is no volume beta volume. You have given me the answer of curve surface answer you have given.
Oh, okay.
First, the volumes is the question. Next one is curved surface area. So CSA 1 upon CSA 2. Be careful and do it slowly. These are two questions punched into one.
Ma'am, the ratio of the volumes are 1:7.
Isn't it 20:27?
No, ma'am, 20, 27.
And then the surface area is 10:2. There is no calculation at all. What are you doing?
No, ma'am, I just missed out one variable.
Please. There are many children in this class I know who can secure 20 on 20 completely. Don't miss the chance.
Ma'am, math is 20 marks.
Yes, all the subjects are 20 marks only. There are 20. Okay, but 20 marks doesn't mean, as I already said, So, as you see, pi 2x square 5y upon pi 3x whole square 3y, these pi's, x squares, y's get cancelled off. So, you're left with 20:27 and surface this is 10:9. Done? Shall I proceed to the next slide now?
Yes.
Now moving ahead to curved surface area of a cone. We are moving ahead to cone. Now curved surface area of a cone is nothing but pi RL. We all know what is L, what is R, what is H, we know. Total surface area is the curved surface area plus the area of the base. Okay. So it is pi RL plus pi R square. So finally, if you take pi R common, you get pi R plus L. Are we ready? And finally, volume of a cone is 1 upon 3 pi R square H. Chalo, start. The area of a curved surface of a cone, the area of the curved surface of a cone is 60 pi. Pi is there, don't disturb it. 60 pi centimeter square. Fine. Curved surface area is given. Slant height is 8. Find R. Simply put down. Need not calculate anything. See how nicely things get cancelled off. So CSA is given to you. Use the formula. CSA is pi RL. That's it.
Ma'am, it's 7.5.
7.5
Wonderful.
centimeter.
It is 7.5 centimeter. Fine with it? You could see how the pi's get cancelled off both the sides. So you need not take any value. Others? Wind it up faster. Athar, are you done?
Ma'am, me?
Athar.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am, I'm done.
Chalo, I'll proceed to the next slide. Now again, a ratio sum. Ratio sum, nothing, very easy. The radius and the slant height is 4:7. So if the radius is 4x, then L is 7x. That's it. As simple as that. 4x, 7x. If curved surface area is 792, CSA is given to you. Find the radius. Chalo, do it. Same type of sum now put in the form of ratio. Don't take anything as 4 and 7 and do. Take it as 4a, 7a or 4x, 7x, something like that.
Ma'am, the radius is 12 centimeter.
Wonderful. Can I have your name again, please?
Srujana.
Shrujana. Wonderful. Very good. Excellent. Others, are you done? Moving ahead to the next one. The diameters of two cones are equal. Fine. Understand. The diameters of two cones are equal. That is, the radius is equal for both. If slant height is in the ratio of 5:4. So slant height of one is 5x, the other is 4x. Find the ratio of the curved surface areas. So basically they're asking you to find CSA1 upon, remember, don't calculate anything. CSA1 upon CSA2. They are just asking you to give the ratio. Ratio sums are very easy. R is the same for both. So you know, pi r for numerator denominator gets cancelled off.
It's 5/4, right?
It is
5/4. 5/4.
What is the answer?
5:4.
5/4 only.
Perfect. Perfect. That means everything depends on L. So since L is in the ratio of 5:4, keeping the radius the same for both, we get the ratio of the curved surface. The curved surface depends on the L if R is constant. Over. Done. Moving on to the next slide. If the radius of the base of a cone is halved, okay, halved means initially it was suppose R, then in the second part it becomes R upon 2. Keeping the height the same, height is not changing. What is the ratio of the volume of the reduced cone? Read the question properly. Ratio of the volume of the reduced cone to that of the original. So basically they are asking you volume new upon volume original. If you write the other way around, your answer might match, but you're wrong. Okay, so it is volume new upon volume original that's asked for. Don't calculate anything. Substitute the values, you'll get the answer. Remember, R for V0 is R. R for V new is R upon 2. H remains the same for both. 1/3 pi, 1/3 pi. H gets cancelled off from the numerator and the denominator. So what is the answer?
1:4.
The answer is 1:4. Yes. Others, wind it up.
Ma'am, are the exams going to get delayed? Like the.
I don't have any idea. You will get notified whatever it is. Okay. You'll get all notifications. Once your Argus is ready, you're done. Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Now moving ahead to the sphere. So surface area, that's the total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square, where r is the radius, that's from the center of the sphere. Total surface area of a hemisphere, remember, these are things which can puzzle a person. So it is 3 pi r square. And only curved surface area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Fine, done. Over. Next, volume of a complete sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Fine. So, volume of a hemisphere is half of it. So, 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Over. Ready? Chalo, start. A hemispherical bowl is made of brass, has inner diameter 10.5. Diameter is 10.5 centimeter. Find the cost of tin plating it on the inside at the rate of rupees 4 per 100 centimeter square. So what you have to find out, try to understand. That's a curved surface area of a hemisphere. Do it. Understand the question, it's just given inside. It might be given both the sides. It is tin plated, okay? So it will become twice of the area that you get. Chalo, do it. Anybody with the answer?
Ma'am, rupees 6.9.
Always it should go, just a moment. It should go till 2 places of decimals. So 6.93. Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Chal. A shopkeeper has one laddu of radius 5 centimeter. Perfect. With the same material, you know what is laddus? What are laddus made up of? Anything. How many laddus of radius 2.5 centimeter can be made? Do it. So there's a short form of it, shortcut of it, that is n is equal to volume of the big laddu divided by volume of one small laddu. Over. One big laddu and one small laddu. Both the radiuses are given. Baki everything gets cancelled off, huh?
Ma'am, 8 laddus can be made.
Okay, let me see what the others have to say. People are very quiet because I'm showing the solution very fast. Anyhow. Yes, it is 8. The answer is 8. You have 8 laddus on the plate for you.
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Oh. Okay. Easy way out. 4 upon 3 pi, 4 upon 3 pi gets cancelled off. So you're just left up with r cube of one and r cube of the other. Don't find the value of r cube. Just keep it multiply, multiply, multiply. You will see things get cancelled off. Over. Chalo. Try to understand this sum. The largest sphere that can be carved out of a cube of side 10.5 centimeter. Find the volume of that sphere. So basically, if I'm drawing, this is your cube. Cube means it's a square face actually. So you are carving out the largest sphere from it. You're carving out a largest sphere from it. So you should understand something. What is it?
Ma'am, the 10.5 is diameter.
Wonderful. Go ahead. That's it. So 10.5 becomes your diameter. Oh. So what will be the volume of that sphere? R is 5.25.
606.375 centimeters cube.
Wonderful. Done. Aditya Lokfani, are you there? Aditya? Is Aditya Lokfani there? Has he joined us? Okay, chalo. Moving ahead to I think this is the last question we have. Yes, it is the last and it's time also. Chalo. A spherical ball of lead, okay, 3 centimeter in diameter is melted. That's why it is of lead, or can be of iron also, shot put balls and all. Is melted and recast into 3 spherical balls. If the diameter of 2 of those balls are if the diameter of 2 of those balls are 3/2 centimeter and 2 centimeter, find the diameter of the third ball. Now, whenever you have sums like this, that something is melted and put into another form, what remains the same, children? The amount of material, right? The volume of material, if we consider there is no loss. Somehow there is no loss. So we can say that the volume of the big spherical ball, or the big one which we are melting, is finally equal to volume of all the 3 balls separately. So V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, don't calculate one by one, please. Now V big ball, just substitute the value. That is 4/3 pi r cube. Wherever there is r, put in the value of 3/2 because 3 is the diameter. Same way find V1, same way find V2, same way find V3. Do not find any values. Keep it as it is. Can you see this? Everybody on the screen. So 4/3 pi capital R cube is equal to 4/3 pi small r1 cube plus small r2 cube plus small r3 cube. So as it is 4/3 pi from both the sides get cancelled off. And finally, you can find the value of r cube, the one that we don't know. And they have asked us to find the diameter of that spherical. Please go slow and do it. This is the last sum for us. Do it properly. Okay. You can see it's a lot of pi's and r's and here and there. Nothing. Don't have any issues. Simply cut off 4/3 pi, 4/3 pi from both the sides. So you're left with basically 3/2 cube is equal to this much. Over.